Eight-handled sword. Divergent Sila. Divine General Maharaga.
Right now, it hasn't had time to adapt to Unlimited Void. I'll destroy it in one shot. Curse technique reversal. What? It already adapted to Unlimited Void? It adapted to Unlimited Void in 0.01 seconds? Impossible. The wheel didn't turn. Additionally, Maharaga was summoned after the domain expansion. Sukuna took over to adapt? No. The one who took over was Megumi's soul.
Your face tells me you have something you want to say.
Nah, I'm happy because you're fighting more desperately than I thought.
Huh, not as desperate as you. Infinite Void, an ability that activates once inside your domain. I figured it was going to be a real pain. That's why my first move was to take that card out of the deck. While unable to use amplification within the domain, I had Megumi Fushiguro adapt to Unlimited Void using his 10 Shadows technique. As a result, I couldn't use any curse technique other than what was imbued to my domain. I suppose that paid off in its own way.
All he took on was the process of adaptation, and not the resulting adaptation, right? Sukuna, you haven't actually adapted Megumi's soul itself to my domain. If I expand it again, Maharaga won't be able to bail you out. I'll destroy it in one attack.
You can't expand your domain anymore.
What just happened?
You're recovering your burnt-out curse technique with reverse curse technique. Seems like you've exerted yourself. The curse technique is engraved around the prefrontal cortex of your right brain. You destroyed your brain and restored it with the reverse curse technique in order to reset the burnt-out technique. It's different from healing your flesh and bones. You're reaching your limits, right? Even if you aren't, you will die. Or the precision will be so low that you can't match me. Next, I'll close my domain with a barrier. There will be no escape. All I have to do is cut you and adapt to that Limitless. This is goodbye. You were born in an era without me and hailed as the strongest, and yet you turned out to be painfully ordinary. Domain expansion.
It hadn't even been 10 seconds since Sukuna took a blow from Unlimited Void. And yet, like Gojo Satoru, Sukuna's brain sustained enough damage to make domain expansion impossible.
Ha 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 ha! Looks like it's hitting you pretty damn hard!
My students are watching, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and keep showing off.
This one.
Whoa. When he touches me with amplification, Maharaga's wheel blackens. That must mean interrupted adaptation. Maybe he can't use a domain, but he can amplify because his damaged brain was focused on the part pertaining to barrier techniques.
He doesn't want me to adapt, so he isn't using any cursed technique other than Lapse Blue. I guess that makes sense.
Have you noticed? It's 4 times total, right? Only 3 left. That's the number of times the wheel turns until Maharaga adapts to my Limitless.
A countdown, huh? Until you lose that smirk.
Well, we both tend to smirk. Besides, I don't need that much time to kill you. I've thoroughly convinced him that all I'll use is blue. With this timing, he won't be able to react. Curse technique reversal. Red. He used amplification to minimize the damage.
As expected, even if domain amplification can neutralize the low output of his Limitless, it can't fully neutralize the strengthened blue or the reversed red. Such sloppiness. Lose your cool after your hand was red?
You know, that red just now still hasn't exploded.
Behind me?
Black Flash!
Phase, Paramita, Pillar of Light, Curse technique reversal. Still hurting from Black Flash? Well, time for you to come out of hiding. Red. Mahoraga has adapted to my inviolability, so it's on the offensive. Sukuna doesn't want me to destroy it, so he's on the defensive. And he's trying to make an opening so Mahoraga can attack. Instead of just providing support, Sukuna will also attack when Mahoraga negates my Limitless. That means this is a 2 against 1. And what's with casually deploying a Shikigami's power without the Shikigami itself? Moves like piercing blood making use of Max Elephant requires skill on my left.
Don't get the wrong idea. This isn't a 2 against 1. Nuai totality. It's a 3 against 1.
You look like a lost child between those two. Red. It's not having much effect, and not because my output's low. I had only hit it with red once, and not even directly, so maybe Mahoraga's adaptation isn't all or nothing, but happens gradations. That leaves only one way to erase Mahoraga in a single blow. It takes time, and Sukuna is wary of it. That's why he keeps attacking, instead of adapting to red. But there's no other choice. I'll have to finish this. With unlimited hollow purple. That's Nue, with some of Great Serpent, Tiger Funeral, and Round Deer mixed with it. The key is Round Deer's regeneration. It hasn't adapted to my Limitless, but the condition for me to win is to destroy them with a single blow, just like for Mahoraga. You're repeating yourself. I can't let Sukuna heal. I need to prioritize this one.
This is fine for now, as long as I don't let him use purple. When purple is unleashed, its output is 120% with some kind of pact. However, I got away with just losing 2 reinforced hands when taking a direct hit at just under 4 kilometers. Neither of us is at full strength. If he lands a hit with purple at this distance, at even just 100%, it'd be fatal. Mahoraga, how long are you gonna make me wait? That's not what I want to see. Forget Megumi Fushiguro. You are my shadow now. Show me what you got. Very good.
This whole time, you haven't been able to keep up like the others. Maximum output. Blue! Pillar of light. Curse technique reversal.
Huh? Maharaga! Too late.
Phase. Twilight. Eyes of wisdom. 9 ropes. Polarized light. Crow and declaration. Between front and back. Hollow. Purple.
You did well, Gojo Satoru. I won't forget you for as long as I live.
Now I'm hoping this isn't a dream.